Hello and welcome back to Transports Fever 2. Thank you very much for joining me in this video. Last time out we were building or continuing with the tools chain, so we went on a cab ride but also realized that we had a few problems, so we had to build a few more signals and we had to set up a couple of routes in Springfield and McAllen. In this video we are going to be leaving that side of the map alone, and we are going to be focusing on this side of the map. And on this side of the map we are going to be also continuing with the tools chain, but this time we're going to be looking at getting this town, the town of Clearwater, sorted out with some tools, as well as the towns of Elgin and Billings. So make sure you stay tuned to see part 4, I think it is part 4 of the tool chain. Okay, so the first thing we need to figure out is how we're going to get the tools to these towns. So Elgin and Billings are going to be rather easy. In fact, Billings is a little bit out of the way, so I am going to potentially ignore Billings just for the time being and just focus on Elgin and Clearwater. Now the tools factory is right over here, so when it comes to Elgin, I believe we can get this done just by sending it off by road. So we can just go ahead and do that. When it comes to Clearwater, I do believe we are going to have to try and figure something out with the rail. Now, on top of that, we need to figure out where we're going to get the wood from. Now, there is wood up there that we could transport down to the sawmill, and there is wood here, and there is wood here. Now, I am not all too keen on this particular one, because I do not like the way the bridge is working. If I can potentially bridge over this section, you see, I cannot accept that as an actual bridge. Is that something that happens in America? Because certainly our bridges would not be that high. We would have bridges perhaps at most that high. That would be pushing it. Certainly not however much higher that is. So maybe that is something I need to take into account. However, in the interests of trying to get it done, I think perhaps we're going to have to figure something out there. We also have this, so what we can do is, where are the depots? The depot is, that is the wrong depot. The depot I probably want to use is over here. Now that is also in a terrible location. Right. Trying to figure out where I'm going to connect this up. So I'm thinking that the first thing to do is hook up Memphis Forest to the Memphis Sawmill. No, the first thing to do is, yes, Memphis Forest to Memphis Sawmill, then let's do the sawmill to the tools factory. That is the order of things. So what I am looking for is a way to perhaps go over this section and up towards, and now the other problem is, look at that sawmill. Right, we have a completely new problem. Okay. It is okay going this way. Well, it's tunneling, but it can manage it. It is not so okay unless we were to try and do this. Now that is ridiculous. That is genuinely a ridiculous. Okay, so that is not going to happen. Right. How about coming straight down from here? What are we looking at there? Yeah, again. Oh, that isn't horrific, but it is pretty bad. No, I'll take that back. That is horrific. Okay. Do we have another sawmill? Because I cannot do that. Product. Memphis. New Haven. Okay, we have one in New Haven. Hello. Where else? St. Paul. That is somewhat... That is quite a distance, but... does have that as well, and that. Could it be possible to use that to get it to Clearwater? Santa Ana is not one, and then Springfield is also not one. I think New Haven might be my best bet, simply because we can drop it or jump it straight over the river at a narrow point, so probably back here. Somewhere here or something. Straight across this railway track. Run it along here and then out to there. Where does it get the wood from? The wood is right here and right there. I feel like this is what we need to do. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. There we go. Job done. Buildings. Cargo station. 160 meters. Yes, no, maybe so. No, let's go for a really long one again. 240. There we go. Perfect, and we will have 160 from there, 160 from there, and then 240 going out to here. So we're going to require a cargo station over here too. There's Elgin. Where's Clearwater? Out there. Is there a way for me to do this the way I want it to be? Potentially not. I could do this and then just manage it. I will do that and then just manage it. So we can just swing it around. Okay. Next up, we need a cargo station over here. This one can be... Do we connect it up to anything? No, let's not mess around with this. Just going to make it worse if we do that. I will pop in a little road about there and then stick this in and that should be fine. 160. Do not mess that up. There we go. And that should very easily, I'm hoping, in theory, very easily hook up to there. It does with a little bit of issues, so I'm going to just do this and then see if I can compensate for it a little bit. Good. I love the grass that it generates. That is really nice. I like it when it does that. There we go. Okay, great. Crisscross? Sure, why not? There and there. Signal right there. Signals there and there. crisscross. Right, this is going to be the interesting one. This is definitely going to be the interesting crisscross. I'm actually going to do this crisscross here and here. If it works, there it goes. Signal there. Signal's on the wrong side. I've just done a British signal. There you go. Okay, so that is the wood. That's the wood run. The other one is over here. Now, how do I get this into here? That's the other issue. See, now I was thinking, what if I were to peel this off like that and try and tunnel it straight under there? Could it work? In which case I really need it to... Oh, that is cutting it pretty close. Okay. I think it can work. I think it can work. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, first of all, get the station in here. Let's not mess that up. Station. That's not it. Station. The last thing I need to do is mess it up like that and say, oops, I forgot to put the station in. Apparently that's fine. Go there. That's not a problem. Then I need to go ahead and demolish that much. Third, I need to see what this connection is like. There to there. What do you want to give me? Okay. What if I told you that you have to go through this section? Now what are you going to give me? You will give me that, and then you will give me that with the tiny tunnel, and then what will you give me? Collision, but I can bridge it if I really want to, and I do. So the only way I can successfully do this is by get the rest of this in there, and then there we go. That is all I required. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Not a problem whatsoever. There we go. I can then very easily smooth. That's it. Smooth this out a little. Smooth that out a little. Smooth this out a lot. And smooth this out a little. Connect up the rest of the track. You go there and you connect up to that. Watch out for the too much curvature, too much slope, whatever it is. Stick this on the correct side. You are good there. I will even give the passengers something to look at. Train stuck in traffic. And on this side, exact same thing, but this is going to, I've just got to make sure that it fits, which it does, just about. And there we go. Okay, super. So that is all of that done. So that is the wood going in there, the wood going in there. Now all we need to do is figure out how to get the wood over to Clearwater. So that is, or not Clearwater, Elgin. So that is our next task. And for that, I think I should work backwards from here. Now I need to check, where do I want to cross? Hang on. I could do something interesting. I could bridge across this entire thing by using this. I mean, it's not the most logical thing I've ever done, but just to test this, look, there is a possibility here. There is a definite possibility. That will allow me to get it there. Alternatively, I have here to basically go across. That is my other option, which is again not, it isn't terrible. Probably better because we're shortening the route. In fact, I much prefer that just because of the fact that we are shortening the route. So I'm going to look at, where's the smallest section of river that I can probably cross, which should be, let's go here, let's cross it right here. And then what we need to do is we need to bring it up over clear water around here and then around this side. So we want that to run along here, crossing here, lifting over, going across this, lifting over that, coming across that and in. Okay, great. How hard can it be? Right. It starts by keeping this perfectly straight. There we go. And then from here on in, we start lifting it up. At this point, we should already be high enough to bridge. There we go. And we are. Which is exactly what I was after. And now we keep that bridge height all the way across. Yep, that seems logical. And the same happens here, and then straight after this, we now start reducing. There we go. Wasn't so hard. That wasn't too difficult at all. Okay, so now that we have that, our next one is going to be, where are we going from here? See, we have I would rather not have any crossing. So we could find, again, this is where, no, right. I'm looking for a point where this is probably the best point. Where if I were to do that and no, does not want to know. No, does not want to know. Now you see, I could put the station in here as well. This could be interesting. So if I were to stick the train station in right here with 2 tracks like so, and it is a 160 meter train that goes to and from, or let's try 240. What would we have? I have a 240 that goes to and fro. Put that station out here. Like that. What I could do is I could connect the track there, which would make sense. Yes, so that makes that makes complete sense. And then straight after this, we can do... How are we going to do this? Oh, I have an idea. I have an interesting idea, to say the least. Please work. Oh, it's not going to work, is it? Is it going to work? It is just about going to work. That is a very, very steep incline, though. Perhaps I should push this slightly further back if I want this to work. I know what I want to do. I have my idea now. I have the idea. I know exactly what I want to do with this. I'm going to stick that there. I'm terribly sorry again. Tracks. That is okay, right. I'm going to clean up this little section here. Streets. Oh no, a little bit better than that. There we go. That's better. That is a lot better. Well, actually, I say it's a lot better, but it isn't that much better, but it is better than what we had before. So I will do that, and then I'm not going to do that. No, not that. I'm going to start lifting this up. Please tell me it gets close enough. I think it will. I think it will just about. So we will continue. There it goes. Saw it. There it goes. I knew it would. All we have to do is take advantage of where exactly we are going. So I need this to clear the bridge. I need the trains to be able to clear it, of course. At the moment, that is pretty close for a train. So I will perhaps do this and then that. That is a little bit better. I wish that was possible. No. And then it will lower itself back down to the ground. What do we think? This isn't exactly what I had in mind, but it is all right, I suppose. I'm not keen on the fact that. Okay, there are a few things I'm not keen on the fact about, so I'm going to try again. With that, coming down on this side is fine. It is this part here that I'm not overjoyed about. So if I push this back, that's been pushed back a little bit, and we start lifting it from here, what do we get? This is very, very close, you see. See, that is way too close. So do I do this once again? Do I just push this a little bit, just a little bit further back? Look, how about there? Surely at that point you have more than enough. So all I need to do is I need to keep this flat just for a... There's a reason why I'm keeping this flat, by the way, and you'll see as time goes on. Still the same problem. No matter what's happening, it is still the same issue. And the reason for that is because now this is going lower and lower down. You can see that we are going downhill. So my other option is find a place where it's slightly uphill. Right here, for example. Just build it slightly higher up. There we go. And then let's try the whole... In fact, should I just try it like that and then see what comes of it? Oh, why did I do that? It's not great. It still is not great. Something I need to think about. How do I pull this one off? How do I pull this one off? Okay. I can always start lifting it this way, then lift it that way. Now it's more than clear. Now this is way more than clear. So we do that, and then at that point we just flatten it, which is what I was after, and bring it back down quite safely. There we go. Could we just do that? That is possible. And then what I wanted to do is I wanted to do this, you see. I wanted to bring this along and then connect it up there for access to... Where's the depot? Oh, the depot's the wrong way. Why did I even think that? Never mind, doesn't matter. But I did want to connect this up to the main line somehow. And I thought, well, if I were to, for example, do this and then connect that up like that. That is, for example, that is one of the things that I wanted to do. Just so it seemed like things were done properly. In fact, I still want to try that. I want to see if it is possible. You go away. You see, that is what I was trying to avoid. That's right there. If there's a way for me to avoid that... Whoa. Well, something's glitched. Something is very much glitched. But because this is now going uphill, I've got to do that before trying to make it come downhill, which is not exactly the ideal solution. But there we go. That is what I wanted to have it do. So now you know what I was trying. You know, that is terrible. That is not, though. Nope, but there we go. Once again, we do have the issue right here where we have to do this. And then connect it up down at the bottom like that. It's a little bit wobbly, but it will do, and it will give me a good idea as to what I need to do and where I'm going. So now let's continue with this route. Apparently we have another bridge. No, that is because it is doing that. Across here, and then I have it do this. Sure. I mean, perhaps not quite what I wanted. I think we'll do this instead. There we go. Little bit better. Little bit better. Still need to fix that. And then try and work out how it just connects up to here. So a cut through there, an embankment along there. We will try and figure something out. Let's do that, get around that one. A little embankment there, not a problem. Now what? There we go. That is better. Just avoid a few of the bits and bobs. Oh, do not. There we go. Okay. So that is our snake path to the sawmill, tools factory. Not the sawmill. Of course, we need to do this. And this. And of course, because this is going to be a busier route, we do need to have a few things going on. First of all, we need to do this. And that. Signal there. We probably should finish the track off on this side. Good and good. And we should also add in the crossovers here. 31 mile per hour crossover. It's all right. There, and now we need to work out where we need additional signaling. I would like to have a signal here. I certainly know we need a signal here. So that is one set of signals. We are going to need additional signaling. I'm going to stick a signal in here and here. And then we have signals there. So that allows 1, 2, 3, 4 trains, 5, 6 trains at any time on this. We're going to have probably 2 240 meter trains there and 1 160 meter train going back and forth to Clearwater. That should be enough. In theory, that should be enough. What I now need to do is sort out Clearwater. Right, okay, you see, there's the problem. There we go. Better? There we go. Perfect. And then I will stick the freight yard. That isn't a freight yard. The freight yard down at the bottom here. Probably need one that is going to be about 30 meters. Perfect. And in clear water, where are things required? Tools are required over here. So if I were to pop in I need to know where the route is. There, all the way around there. So I would like to put the truck unload right here. Great. Okay, so now we've got somewhere with this. The next step is, of course, to get all the trains on, get the depot in, because we have no depot connected to this. I'm thinking of actually having the depot out here somewhere. You can just see the way the hillside goes, though. But we could have Clearwater Depot, I think. Look, we could have a depot over here. That can be the Clearwater Depot. That would be able to connect to all of these, in fact. Or, alternatively, we have... Where's our other depots? We have depots over here. They are not all too far away. Is there a way to make use of those depots? What about depots for this particular train line? No, those depots come out from way over here, so that is far too long. Although we could have that run along there, run along there. If it pops along here, if it split that way and went along there, no, that wouldn't work. I could create another depot here, and then I could very well do this and run that along there. There is that. Or we have New York City. We have a depot here that comes out. Here we go. Look. But where do we cross? Aha. We could have that come out of here, come along here. Need to get it across the river. Can we not just put it on a... no, that isn't going to work. Well, actually, it could work, but... there's here. We could... as crazy as this might be, there is potential for this working. Look, there is potential there for that to work. And then we can run it out from what is quite a quiet line. So we just run it out of that depot along here, and then they can go about doing whatever they need to do. We could just have one going. That's where a cloverleaf junction for railways. Let me know in the comments box below. I'm going to end this video here. I need to come up with a decent picture though, and I think I might have just found one. Potentially. That could potentially be it. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transports Fever 2. Leave a comment in the comments box below, letting me know what you think. Don't forget to support me on Patreon, www.patreon.com/ecgadget. Your support would be massively appreciated. It would really help me out. And also, you can find me on social media at ecgadgetslb for both Twitter and Instagram. That is all from me, and I will see you guys next time in Transports Fever 2, where we will continue with the tool sign. Hopefully, it will be the final part.